Hello movie lovers. Welcome to my channel, Quick Reel. Today, we're going to recap the movie The Raid, Redemption. The movie starts with Rama wearing dark pants and a white shirt, stooping on his supplication, tangle, bowing his head onto it, putting his both hands on the side, whereas he recounts his supplication. After he climbs from twisting the clip moves to him wearing, as it were, his pants, whereas doing fast pull-ups on a bar at that point. The clips on the other hand move to Rama, recounting his supplications, and doing fabulous body preparing such as curl-ups and boxing, flexing his well-defined abs, bulky bicep muscles and tan skin. As Rama wraps up his schedules, he goes out of the lavatory and continues to their bed where his pregnant spouse lies. Rama delicately says his goodbye to his spouse by kissing her brow and saying his cherish to her and to their child, interior her wife's womb, that he will before long get back domestic as Rama strolls. Along the passage of their domestic, towards the most entryway, he meets his father. As Rama looks at his father, the fire of assurance burns with his look lighting, the bravery he has accumulated for a long time. As he opens his mouth, Rama discharges his last words to his father saying that he will bring Rama's small brother back within the morning. A bulletproof car that carries modern police initiates is on its way to their target. Rama is one of the police team. Their target is to require down the wrongdoing ruler Toma RTI, who is known to be a legend within the unlawful black market trade of making a medication that leads to enslavement. For a decade, Tamarati's building signals a danger for police to not take it down, since it is identical to a danger of losing one's possessed life. Tamarati's partners and defender live within the said building, willing to battle for their ace. This idea means a caution to all and must be kept dodged. But for Sergeant Jacob, who lectures the evilness of Tama and says to his individual comrades to do their mission, to go into the building and take Tama out. In his final update, Jacob presents Thomas's 2 watches, frantic puppy, who is willing to break his bones and pour his sweat and blood into ensuring Tama and Andy the brain of Thomas's underground commerce. When they get a flag from the driver that they are around to reach Tam's building. In 30 seconds, Jack's firm voice travels, interior of the car, warming up his group to adapt up. As the vehicle gets to Tama area, Rama, Dago Boa, and other police go out. Ja meets Lieutenant Wahoo, who's holding up for them next to Thomas's building. As the group lines up, Jack sets himself within the tube, begin with line driving his group and covering the building. Jaka teaching his group to split into 2. The primary line continues within the back of the building, whereas the moment line covers the side. The moment line effectively goes through the building and voyages close to the entrance to slaughter one of Thomas's lookouts. This clear move signals everybody to accumulate and go to the most entrance of the building, where they spot an inhabitant of the building named Gofar, carrying a bag of pharmaceutical that he buys for his spouse and has almost entered the building. Employing a key, Gofar is puzzled when the group avoids him from entering the building. Rama inquires for his room number. Gofar says room 726, and after that persuades him to remain calm until they secure the region, utilizing Gofar's key. The group enters the primary floor and quickly continues to room 104 to stick down one of Thomas's partners. After they effectively to clear the region on the primary floor, the group goes to the moment floor and others continue to the 3rd and 4th floor to clear the zones. The bunch isolates themselves by 2 to go interior each room to capture Thomas's individuals. A few attempt to escape, whereas others are sleeping as they get caught. As the team reaches the 5th floor, they walk quietly within the passage between the rooms. Sergeant Jacob and Lieutenant Wahoo walk to begin with other group individuals towards the entryway within the center of the passage. When they see a high school boy halt in front of the center entryway, Jaka tries to halt him doing anything malicious, but the boy runs interior of the door and yells police to another boy. See out from the 6th floor of the building. This act signals Lieutenant Wahoo to drag his trigger and shoot the see out in his neck. Sergeant Jaka and his group attempt to anticipate the other see out from signaling Tama of their nearness within the building. However, Tama sees them already in his CCTV screens. After learning almost the intruder's, Tam commands frantic Pooch to bolt down the building, and he calls his 2 sniper associates from the other building to cover the area outside. 1. The expert sharpshooter shots. The police exterior of the building, whereas the other shots through the room's window on the 5th floor, where 2 police watch one of Thomas's partners. The shot hits the correct eye of one police standing at the window, which makes his partner interior the room come to him, shake him up, and trust that he will survive. This permits Thomas's accomplice to sofa his body, put his tied hands before him, snatch the BOLO, cut beneath the table, slaughter the other police, and snap his weapon as the accessory exits the room. He clears the 5th building by killing another police who secures the said floor. On the other hand, after Sergeant Jacka and his comrades come up short to anticipate the post on the 6th floor from disturbing Tama of their presence, they assemble around the profound, square-shaped center of the building on the said floor. Tama takes this opportunity to switch the building's power off, puts his mouth in front of the intercom mouthpiece associated to speakers around the building, and reports the intrusion of Jocko's group in their place. He empowers each inhabitant to urge free to the police's nearness by advertising them a free rental charge if they effectively do it. With all the sweat and pressure emerging from Jacob's group, he quickly goes to Lieutenant Wahoo and requests him to call their police office to back them up. The police and Rama effectively go absent from it, murdering almost 30 occupants and breaking no more than 2 rooms, counting the room where Rama and his group are hiding. Before the remaining unheard occupants come to their room, Shaka Rama, Wayudgu, and the harmed Bao unobtrusively elude. After learning almost the blast, Tama orders Andy and Frantic Canine to urge down and take the lead to control the circumstance. They call 5 men to back them up, but Andy needs to do alone. Frantic Pooch decreases and orders 2 men to be with Andy. 3 distinctive bunches of tenants are scattered around the building to frequent Jacob's group. The primary is the machete gang, comprising of men carrying bolo as their weapon. Presently looking on the 5th floor, the moment is the bunch of Frantic Puppy with 3 other inhabitants, whereas the 3rd is Andy's group with his 2 collaborators. On the other hand, Rama and Bo isolated to discover rooms 726 or go distant take off so Bo can hide and rest, whereas Jacques, Wahoo, and Dao stole away behind the little space between the rooms. Sometime recently, Rama and BOA reach rooms 726. Different inhabitants from the floor come out to attack them with their BOLO. Rama immediately places Boa on the floor and assaults them utilizing his knife and stick. Each move sprinkles blood on the dividers along the corridor, making Rama successfully murder each of them and protect Boa and himself. The final individual that Rama slaughters on the floor is the inhabitant who carries a terminating weapon, but Rama snatches it and fires at him in step. This crashing sound of fire captures the consideration of the Cleaver Pack on the 5th floor and quickly continue their way up to the 7th floor. When Rama and BOA reached Go Far's entrance door, the Machete Gang, as of now, reached the 7th floor to discover them. Rama argues with Go Far to let them in. However, Go Far, as it were, attunes into him behind his entryway. Indeed, if he needs to assist, Goher is perplexed to get included in their battle and expansion to that. His spouse also prevents him from letting them in. When Rima senses that the pack is close, he asks more until Go Far opens the door before the group sees them. After getting in, Go Far immediately helps them in getting interior the small space behind their living room. A thin wood that the picture outlines hang isolates this little space from the living region. On the other hand, the pack looks for them by breaking every room on the floor when they at long last break into Go Far's room. They burrow in each corner, however failed to discover Rama and Bo. So they hastily walk outside the room to look further. On one conclusion, Andy and his 2 associates take the lift utilizing his cut. Andy all of a sudden murders the 2 men interior of the lift and goes out alone. In another clip appears Rama and Andy pushing all their quality to battle against Mad Dog until they slaughter him by striking a broken glass from the fluorescent into his neck after shouting Gyo. Wu makes Tama his hostage by indicating his weapon to his head all their way down. In their discussion, Wahoo finds that the reason why the pioneers of the underground commerce send him into Tam's building is to let him get murdered, not to supplant Tam in his position and get promoted. After realizing that he has been tricked, Wahoo kills Tam by shooting his head, and then he is almost to conclusion his life by doing the same thing. However, the weapon is out of load. This empowers Andy and Rama to capture Wahoo and tie his hands. The motion picture closes with Rama, Wahoo, and Boa clearing out. Tama is set securely beneath Andy's help as they go. Andy and other inhabitants plan to take off some time. Recently, the police division arrives and tear the building down, and the movie ends here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more exciting movie recaps. See you in the next one.